Hey everybody, it is Tea Time with the Diva. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, because we're going to get into it. This Tea Time is dedicated to Joe Budden, and I had no idea he lived in New Jersey. Actually, he lives in the town that is very familiar to me. I know exactly where it's at. Well, listen, we couldn't ring out 2024 without some craziness. It is said that he was in the hallway of his apartment complex butt naked and got arrested for lewdness in public. Let's go ahead and get right into this story. This is crazy. I'm gonna tell you this. You know what? I don't know what he is on or not on, but I feel like the substances these days is taking a lot of people down. So Joe Budden charged after allegedly standing naked in the hallway, caught on Ring camera. So Joe Budden was charged earlier this month after authorities claimed his neighbor saw him outside their apartment on Ring camera footage completely naked. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, Budden was charged on December 4th in Edgewater, New Jersey for lewdness. The Edgewater Police Department released a statement on December 30th about the incident after news of the arrest broke online, explaining officers were called to an apartment complex in the area at approximately 7:21 a.m. in the morning. Um, Edgewater PD says the caller was alerted by their Ring camera that someone was outside their home. And when they looked at the footage, they claimed Budden was standing outside naked as the day he was born. They messy. The court claims video shows Budden attempting to enter a code into the resident's door keypad several times before heading back to his apartment in the same building. The court complaint says the resident and two juvenile daughters observed the offense live on their phone. You know, the people ain't playing these days. By the way, Budden recently talked publicly about strife with his neighbors, claiming he was kicked out of his apartment for continuing to record episodes of his podcast there. He also previously said on his podcast that he's a sleepwalker. Well, he needs to sleep with some clothes on. Okay. This is the Edgewater Police Department. Donald A. Martin, Chief of Police, press release on December 4th, 2024 at approximately 7:21 a.m. The Edgewater Police were dispatched to an apartment complex for the report from a resident that a man was standing outside of their apartment door completely naked. The court recognized the man as a neighbor, Joseph Budden Jr., a 44-year-old male. The caller was alerted to Budden by their doorbell camera. The video depicted Budden attempting to enter a code into the door keypad several times before re-entering his own residence across the hall. As a result of police investigation, Budden was charged with lewdness, disorderly person's offense on a complaint summons. Chief Martin states that these charges are merely accusations and that the defendant is presumed innocent until and unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Joe's attorney, Nima Amari, Esquire of Amari Law Firm, fired back at the Edgewater Police Department, telling TMZ, Mr. Budden is saddened by the police chief's Martin press relief. Mr. Budden has been waiting weeks for his cross complaints to be processed, which includes substantially more serious charges, include possible felony charges against the person behind these charges against him. The chief has, in our opinion, sat on those, but instead used his time to gain some free publicity for himself. Chief Martin should seek publicity by doing notable policing, not inflaming disorderly person allegations. Amari added the allegations against Mr. Budden are a minor charge. They are not even resulting in arrest. True, a charge Mr. Budden is looking forward to beating in court on the merits, not in the press. The chief complaints are reckless and, in our opinion, racially motivated. Our research has not shown a single press release on a disorderly person charge on the police website this year. His choice to single out Mr. Budden, in our opinion, is self-motivated and based off Mr. Budden's race and celebrity status. Budden has a court date scheduled for next month. Now, see, he's in an apartment. I don't know if said apartment is owned like a condominium type of situation. But if I was him, when you having that much trouble with your neighbors and you don't own the place and I would just go ahead and rent me someplace else where I'm going to have peace of mind. Listen, I'm not sitting next to no neighbors who can't stand me and who constantly going to be in my business and will find anything that I do and take that moment to use it against me. Now listen, he said he's a sleepwalker. Budden, sleep in your clothes. Matter of fact, just in case while you're asleep, you turn the pillow clothes, maybe you need to sleep in layers. Because yeah, you can't be nude in public. It is, an offense. Do I think this chief of police was being messy? Absolutely. If Budden's lawyer said that this chief of police put no other disorderly conduct situations, and there's many on his website, but he decided to put this one with Joe Budden, then he's out of pocket, out of line, and he messy. But the hard part about life is we can't control what people do. They do what they do, and it is what it is. And sometimes you caught up in that. I did not know, though, he was filming his podcast out of his home. But listen, we got the right to do what we want in our home, as long as, well, somewhat, because I live in a townhouse complex, and they do regulate what you can and cannot do on your deck in your front yard. It's messy, but such is life, right? If we want to totally in some way, shape, or form do what we want, you got to have you a freestanding house. But even with that, there's some rules and regulations. I wish Joe well, but keep your clothes on, buddy. Keep your clothes on. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on Joe getting caught on the Ring camera naked and him saying pretty much, he's a sleepwalker. I don't know if you can get medical help for that. I don't know if it's some type of medication. I don't know what you can do, but he needs to do something so that he's not sleepwalking in the nude, okay, trying to get into somebody else's apartment and get himself in this type of trouble. Hit the like button, people. Let me know your thoughts. Chat with me. I will chat back. I'll see you on the next video.